Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are ya? I'm sick, but I want to send a huge thank you to Mattel and Monster High for gifting me the brand new Rupaul Monster High doll to check out for you guys.
Shaka Khan.
She will be an Amazon exclusive and retail for $55, and it's also going to be available on Mattel Creations and early access to Fan Club members on Friday, May 31st at 9 AM Pacific Standard Time. With all my legal obligations out of the way, let's start looking at the box, shall we? This box is really big, and you know, Rupaul is probably a size queen, which, you know, makes sense, because this doll is really tall. Now, this isn't my first drag queen doll.
A drag queen?
We have Miss Tracy Martell right here, also known as the pink one. But this video is not about you, Tracy, so move.
But if you do want to watch that video, I'll link it in the description below. Bye. Mwah.
Now, we have had a celebrity doll in the past before, and that was Zombie Gaga. So fingers crossed we get more celebrities. I'm hoping for Melanie. Anyways, as you can tell, Rupaul's box is pretty big. I think it's to make way with the shoes, because I don't think this doll is on a taller body. I think it's just the big sister body. But we'll check that out later in the video. So as you can see from the box, we have a bunch of scale patterns that are opening a view so we can see the Rupaul doll herself. In the back of Rupaul, there is a solar eclipse happening. Also me. Yeah, the glare is bad. And on the bottom, it says Rupaul Dragon Queen, which I love the pun on drag queen, and I hope we get some more dragon queens soon. And on a curved bottom, it says Monster High, and it looks like it's a bunch of smoke. Then on the side of the box, we have some more scales and smoke, and it says Rupaul Dragon Queen, along with the top and the side saying Monster High. Flipping the box to the back, we have a promo picture of Rupaul herself, and the doll's promo pictures I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't know what it is with the face, but the doll in person looks a lot better. And if you'd like to pause and read the little story about the Dragon Queen herself, go ahead and do so. But now that we've looked at the box, it's now time to open Rupaul and see if she's worth the $55 price point. So let me do that real quickly for you. So I went ahead and opened Rupaul, and now I'm going to show you everything that she comes with. So let's do that, shall we? First things first, she comes with a Monster High doll stand. Nothing special, nothing different. She comes with a certificate of authenticity that also says Monster High and Rupaul on it. Man, I really should go back to the library. And lastly, she comes with these giant wings. Now, I really think the sculpting is amazing on these wings, but I really don't like how they're just a solid black plastic and there's no painted elements to it. And I think that is one of the flaws of this doll. She doesn't have a lot of painted details to her. Maybe I'll add some chrome to it, who knows? Really, motorcycle? Really? But now we pretty much looked at all the accessories that Rupaul comes with, and we can start looking at the physical doll. So we're gonna start from the head and move our way onward. Since we basically looked at the wings already, I'm gonna take these off for review purposes because they're gonna get in the way. Starting with Rupaul's hair, it is a saran curly texture, and it is in a hairnet, so it doesn't get ruined in packaging. I'm gonna take out the headdress real quickly so we can see what the hair is looking like. So as you can see for the style, it seems to be pulled up into a half up, half down, but the hairnet is keeping it all together. And once you remove this hairnet, there are some tabs keeping it in, but you can fluff it out and make it look less boxy. As far as rooting seems to go, she seems to be decently rooted, but I do think it is on the thin side. Since I took off the headdress already, we're gonna just look at it off of the doll. It looks like it's a bunch of tree branches and some fire in the middle, but there's no painted details to this, so it is really just kind of sad that it's just all black. But other than that, it's a great piece. Moving down to Ru's mug, we have some arched eyebrows. We also have a brown and blue look that's smoked out with some brown eyes. She has a beauty mark. Her lips are brown and lined in black. I love everything about her face except for this really harsh contour that is supposed to look like scales. It definitely is giving off sideburn, and I would definitely remove it with acetone. But that's just me. I thought it'd be fun to bring out this like test sample version of Rupaul's head. I've had this for a few months now. I got it on AliExpress, but I really gotta say I really love the sculpt job that they did for Rupaul. I love how she's showing teeth. It's a signature Rupaul thing. And as you can see, she also has some dragon ears, which are really cool. Unpopular opinion, I'm actually really happy that Mattel kept Rupaul's skin tone the same as the real Rupaul. It just makes it feel like Rupaul is cosplaying as Monster High character, and I really like that. Moving on to the earrings, you can't really see them because again, it's a bunch of black plastic, but this is what they look like off of the doll. They're very smoky, and there is a skelet at the end of it, but you can't really see because of the stark blackness that the plastic is. Moving down to Rupaul's outfit, we are going to start with this choker piece that she has on. It's a black choker that has a red pendant, and then there is some little branches or like decorations on the side. It is really pretty, but I think I'm gonna chrome up the spikes just so you can see them a little better. We're now gonna take a look at RuPaul's outfit. It is only 2 pieces. She has on a black faux leather top that has a black ribbon holding it up. Then she has on this sheer material that is also very sparkly, and it does lead into the middle bodice that is tied. There are also these longer bits that drape down so you could wrap it around the arms for a more elegant look. And here's what the end of that looks like. Then we move on to the skirt part. It goes around the doll's waist with some elastic, but once again, it is still connected to the shirt. And the shirt does Velcro in the back. But here's what the skirt looks like. It is basically just a long train with some jagged edges that look kind of like the box. I kind of wish it was like maybe a softer material because this is a bit too rough, but it is really pretty to look at. Moving down, she is wearing this very glossy black pleather high-waisted bottom, I think. She is wearing also mesh that is attached to the bottoms. They are not a separate piece. And they also don't go all the way down. I was kind of bummed too. Moving on to RuPaul's bracelets. The first one is 2 dragons kind of colliding into each other. One is black and one is white, and they both have red eyes, and it looks really cool actually. And the next one is just a silver bracelet that says RuPaul on it. Next, we move on to my favorite part of any Monster High doll, and that is the shoes. RuPaul has on these plastic thigh-high boots that are just completely black, but they're super shiny and super detailed and have a bunch of dragon scales. I definitely think they should have painted in the details that are on the shoes, but I might do that later on. Because like on the front, there's some really cool teeth details that aren't painted in, and I think those are just really sick in silver or gold. One downfall to plastic thigh-highs is when you bend the knees, this is what happens. Other than that, they're really hookery and I love them so much. Now we're gonna move on to the part of the video where I disrobe Miss RuPaul here and I show you what her body looks like because some people don't know what that looks like. So if you're not into doll nudity, this is your warning. 3, 2, 1.
Where your clothes at?
And here is what RuPaul looks like in the buff. Her body does say 2023, so I'm assuming it's an updated version of the big sister body. Maybe it just has a little bit more curves to it. Because when I put Claudia next to her, it is pretty much the same height and everything. So I'm assuming it's just maybe a little more curvy in the legs and maybe in the torso. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you think it's a big sister body just updated, or do you think it's a whole new body? Standing without the shoes on, RuPaul stands at about 11.5 inches tall, not counting her hair, because the shoes really do add maybe an inch to her height. One thing I did notice about my RuPaul is this arm does not want to stay in for some reason. So posing her has been quite difficult, and I don't think they'll send me like a replacement body for her, so I'm kind of just stuck with her like this. But hey, I'm just thankful they even sent me the doll. Anyways, before I get her back in her clothes, I'm gonna show you the articulation. She has it in the head, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, and knees, 11 points in total. Anyways, she is back in her outfit, and I did take off the hairnet so we can see what her hair looks like without it being like all confined. And honestly, I recommend doing that just so you can fluff out all the hair and you can actually just like play around with it. So what are my final thoughts on RuPaul's doll? I definitely like the design of the doll. I just really wish that there was more paint applicants to all the plastic pieces. Mattel really knows how to do sculpted details. They just sometimes don't know how to paint them in properly. But I also feel like because they're so dark, it is really hard to see her in her box, especially because her box is also just as dark. Honestly, when I heard they were making a RuPaul doll, I really just expected like glitter and rainbows, but like all black was like not on my bingo card. I really do hope that they expand the celebrity doll line. I really do love celebrity dolls for some reason. Like I have my Zombie Gaga, and I would love more Monster High celebrity. And I really hope that Trixie gets a doll next June. I think that'd be really cool for her to get her own Mattel doll eventually. Anyways, guys, that was my review on the RuPaul Monster High doll. Let me know your comments down below on what you think of her, and if you're going to grab her tomorrow or today, whenever this video goes up. She is $55 and it's going to be an Amazon exclusive. And I also believe she's going to have a fan club run on Friday. If you miss out on Amazon on Thursday, you can get her on Friday, and I think after the fan club buys up their stock of the doll, I think they put some out for people who don't have fan club. Keep your eyes peeled on Amazon and Mattel Creations, basically. I am hoping that this doll does restock multiple times, because typically dolls that go to Amazon, they do restock, so fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out about this arm. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. My name is Jay and I do doll stuff, duh, and I'd love you to join the Cornflake. I'm also Zombie X Corn on all my social media platforms, and RuPaul, if you're watching this, hi. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video, which is going to be the doll spot episode 4. I'm so excited. It's been a long video in the making, and one of the dolls I showed you in this video actually might be one of the contestants. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. But until then, bye.